Now we've put a door on the front of the apartment in the Templar suite, and me and Carsten put that, and I'm thinking, what am I going to do to secure this door? I've got a couple of locks, really nice locks, but I'm just thinking that's probably going to be a difficult thing to put on there. And then Carsten reminded me of a little job he did over this way. So he sorted out, a few trips ago, he sorted out all the old timber and then took off all the ironwork that was off this various bits and pieces. And that all sits here in a great big pile. So you've got hinges and you've got Ujima flips, I don't know what that is. There are areas, you know, bracing, and this is the sort of thing that we're thinking about. Now, as you see, they've probably seen better days, but they are rather lovely. There's another one there. You see that? And that is just a bar that would go into the wall. And I think that's in keeping. When you think about the other two rooms, the Jean-Pierre suite and the CDA, as we like to call it, the Chambre d'Armes, they both have very similar connections. It's only downstairs where we created a new room and created that kind of feel that has got a regular door handle on it. So I think one of these is going to be the best job. Certainly for the outside. Don't know about the inside, might do the same again. But what I've got to find is something that's that sort of thickness, because I've only got a drill bit that's about 20 mil, that's about 15, and I could drill a hole in the wall, shove that in the side, and that will lock it up. What about that? Just take it to the workshop and take it past, you know. So this is one of the reasons why you should never throw anything away when you're looking through these old buildings, because you never know when something might come in handy. What I've got to do first of all is take this all apart, and then I'll decide whether to take this, you know, I've got to take this off if I'm going to use this one. I think this one hooks into a bigger loop and sort of locks in position so it can't come back out. And because most of these will probably for cattle sheds and all that sort of thing, and you know, big old cattle banging against the gate, that'll eventually work out. I know how dogs do it, so that's probably why that just hooks in the other side and doesn't come out. But obviously we don't need that because we haven't got any cattle in the rooms. We hope we haven't. But yeah, I think probably what I'll do is, I don't know how to get these off, maybe just to try with a bit of WD-40 and think, but it'll be a slow old process. That might be an idea, try and cut them out with a grinder. So there you go, from a piece of old rusty metal to a beautiful fixing for a door. Let's get that on the door and then we'll go and show Lisa and see what she thinks. Oh, hello. Just checking out my bathroom door.
So, where did you get that handle from?
Well, this,
Yeah.
there's a little story attached to this.
I thought we had black ones that were going in there.
Yeah. So, the black ones that I've had for quite some time are very cheap and subsequently very nasty. So, I remembered that I had these. Now, this might look like an old Victorian English door with the brass knob, but I think I love it. I have to say I really like it.
But where'd you get the knob from?
But this knob came out of my old house back in Essex, and I thought it came out of that house. So what I did is I messaged my dear old mum. I took some pictures, put it on there, took some pictures, sent it to my mum, and said, "Mum, did this come out of Cambridge Road, which is where we used to live?" And she went, "Yes, it did, and it's about 100 years old."
No.
Yeah, she said round about 1926, she reckons.
So hang on a minute. So you're saying when you was a kid that came out of a house
When
that
I
you
was a kid, it was in the house that I lived in, and I was born in that house.
But wait, so you've had it here all that time?
So I've had this for, well, Mum hasn't lived at Cambridge Road for best part of 25 years, maybe. Probably 20 years.
So
Something
why
like
have I never seen them?
So these, when we were leaving, these were taken off, maybe the doors were replaced or whatever, and these were, I just nabbed them and said, can I have them? And I've got 2 sets.
Wow.
And so that is a little piece of my mum.
Oh, she will love that. Have you told her?
Yeah, well, I messaged her. I had to ask her. I had to let her know because I had to find out if they're the ones I was thinking of. And that's the thing. And I knew they'd go into something that
She will love that. That a piece of her will be here forever.
I
Wow.
had that before we were together and everything.
Wow.
So, and it kept in a toolbox, and I thought, I wonder. And I've had to adapt them a little bit. I've had to, because the door is not as thick as the old doors that they went on. But I think it looks a bit special, don't you?
I think it looks absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And you've done all the architrave.
All the architrave's done. All the door jamb is done. So let me just demonstrate. That's how you want the door shut. And I'm really pleased because I'm not great at hanging doors, but I'm getting a lot better.
Well, you certainly are.
This one I am really happy with. I chopped that out. This is all done by hand, and it's something that I, as a carpenter, and I'll call myself a carpenter because I've done a bit now. As a carpenter, this is something you should know how to do without standing on your head. Without thinking about. And I'm getting better at it. I like it. I don't like doing it, but I like doing it when it works like that.
Cool. So you're all done?
I'm all done up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, shut the door behind you, is it?
Well, I can't shut it. Oh my God! You got a handle on it.
Oh, I always put a handle on it, don't I?
Wow, where did
What do
you
you think of
find that?
That's that came from the great pile of ironwork that Carsten took off all the old timber when he was here. I can't remember when he was here.
He said about that the other day, didn't he? Because
He mentioned it, and I thought to myself, "Oh no, it's probably not going to be anything else." But there was a bit of old rusty metal.
that looks superb, doesn't
And I'll
it?
tell you what.
It's huge and it just looks
It
so
looks good.
brilliant.
It looks good. I might put some other ironwork on this, like we've got on the other doors. But I don't want to spend any money, and it's quite expensive, all that stuff. I think we'll put a piece on just how you get them to look from one rusty old horrible piece of metal to looking like a rather lovely handle.
It is beautiful.
That, if you bought in a reclamation yard or anything, cost you a few quid.
It would, wouldn't it? I think it looks superb. Well done, baby.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I've turned the lights off. Sorry, I forgot all about turning the lights off. 'Cause I'm not used to having lights that turn off in here. It's just such a brilliant room. I love it.
I do. It's coming along absolutely amazing.